Yo, what's up Freeze Army, and welcome to the final episode of the Items, Weapons and Suit Showcase. In this episode I'll be covering all the suits that are available for 47 to wear during any mission that you choose. However, I will not be covering the default suits because the suits I'm about to show you, and most of them are just variations of the same suits that are available in the default ones, just with the gloves applied. Also, I want to make something clear at the start of this video that the majority of these suits that are in the game are only available through elusive targets, and because there's only 2 elusive targets left, it's very unlikely that you'll get any more suits out of this current season. So I just want to make that clear at the start of the video before I go into this showcase. So these are the suits that are in the game, that if you have all the suits unlocked, these are the suits that will be available. There's actually 14 suits that you can actually have, and if you include the default ones in there, there's 20 suits overall. So I'm going to be showing you all 14 suits that are in the game, and the first one I'm going to be showing you is the 47 signature suit, and it's the modern suit with a white point collar shirt with a single colour burgundy tie. And obviously everyone's already got this unlocked at the start of the game. It's the default suit that you already have, and it's the signature suit of 47 for Hitman 2016. So everyone should know what this already looks like. Obviously there's a gloves variation of this, and I'll be telling you and showing you a little bit more about that later on. But for now, this is just the showcase of the regular signature suit. So that was the signature suit. So next up we've got the tuxedo with gloves, and it's a tailored tuxedo with black leather gloves with a burgundy pinstripe pocket square. So it's the same Paris suit that you obviously get in a default Paris bit. And how you unlock this is basically all you got to do is complete an elusive target in Paris. Now I understand we're not going to get any more Paris elusive targets this season. However, there is a strong possibility that elusive targets are going to be coming back in Season 2. If and when Season 2 comes back around. So just in case you're wondering what this looks like, if you want that James Bond feel to your missions, you can obviously equip this suit if you have it. It's a very nice suit, but it's mainly for... it doesn't really work when it comes to Sapienza or Marrakesh even. It kind of works better with places like Hokkaido, and you know, Landslide is a good place to wear the suit as well. Obviously Paris, but yeah. So next up is the Italian suit with gloves, and it's a lightweight Italian style dress shirt with black gloves and slim tailored trousers. Now this is obviously the Sapienza suit originally, and he's just got the gloves to go with it. There's nothing really more to say about it, but this is what it actually looks like in game. I actually quite like it. I just don't like the gloves. They're driving gloves. that's what I think they look like anyway. But if they didn't have that hole in the gloves, it would look a lot better in my opinion. And that's why not the next suit, but the Bangkok suit is probably my favourite one, as you'll see in a little bit. I quite like the little belt as well with the little H on it. I'm not sure if that's on the original suit, but I'm pretty sure it is. But it does look pretty nice. It's definitely one of my favourite suits out of all of them, and I especially like wearing this suit in nighttime missions like Paris and the Icon. It's quite funny to use those suits in that situation because it's nighttime, of course, when you're wearing sunglasses at night and you look like a dickhead doing that. So yeah. Next up is the summer suit with gloves, and you unlock this by completing the elusive target in Marrakesh, and it's a tailored polo shirt under a linen suit with grey leather gloves. And this is what it actually looks like in game. I know a lot of people haven't got this suit, which is unfortunate, but there's a very high possibility that the Marrakesh elusive target will be the final elusive target of the season. I know next up we have the Hokkaido one, but Marrakesh is likely to be coming after that. We've only had one shot at getting this suit since it came out, so I can only imagine that the very final elusive target is going to be in Marrakesh to acquire this suit. So all you've got to do is complete that elusive target. You don't have to get Silent Assassin for it, Just make sure you eliminate the target, complete the objectives and complete the mission, and you'll unlock this suit.
Sir, this is a restricted area.
Next up is the casual suit with gloves, which you unlock in Bangkok. It's a dark dress shirt with gloves, lightweight plated summer trousers. So you unlock this suit by completing, again, the elusive target in Bangkok. Again, unfortunately, we won't longer have any more Bangkok elusive targets this season. But this is probably my favourite suit in the game, purely because it actually makes him look like a hitman. You know, it actually looks more like if you were going to hire a hitman in real life, this is what he'd look like. You know, with the gloves and the rolled up sleeves. I just love it. I just love the look of it. I think it's very good and it suits him very well. But like I said, you unlock this suit by completing a elusive target in Bangkok. But like I said, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get any more elusive targets this season in Bangkok. So.
It just takes one rotten apple, and seriously, this guy? Wow.
So next up is the tactical gear with a hunter's hat, and it's a tactical turtleneck, jacket and ballistic gloves with a weather hunter's hat, or weather hunter's hat that is, with full-length tactical pants. And this is what it actually looks like in game, and you unlock it by completing the elusive target in Colorado. We've had 2 already since this suit was available to us, and that's how I unlocked it, by completing the elusive target in Colorado. And I didn't actually like it at the start, but because of the hunter's hat, it doesn't really suit him. But looking at the jacket and the trousers and stuff, the combat trousers, he actually looks really, really good, especially with the animations of the jacket just bobbling about like that when you walk around. It's actually really good. The outfit underneath the jacket is actually the tactical gear that you get in. I believe it's the training gear that you have in the training missions. So it just looks like a leather jacket over the top of that, and this silly hunter's hat. I'm not sure why they included that hunter's hat, but yeah. So again, you unlock this by completing an elusive target in Colorado. And finally, for the suit variations, we have the white yukata, which is a custom white silk yukata with crimson obi, I think that's what it's called. But this is what it looks like in game, and yeah, it just looks like a bathrobe to me, to be honest. It doesn't look really, it looks completely out of place in Sapienza anyway. But yeah, but if you want to unlock this suit, you have to. Well, you can call it a suit if you want to, but to unlock this, you need to complete 1 elusive target in Hokkaido. And the next elusive target is going to be in Hokkaido, so you're unlocked there, and once you complete that, you will unlock this little bathrobe right here.
Whoa! Help! I need help! You better start concentrating on what's going on around here. Would you see something? Someone's trying to turn into public enemy #1.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Put those goddamn hands up.
Next we have the Requiem suit, and it's a white suit with white leather gloves, bespoke pinstriped shirt with an American style regimental tie. So this is the first suit we have in the game that's buttoned. And it is a nice suit, to be fair. It's a nice silky tie, you can see the shine on it. I brought along the ICA chrome as well, which you would get with the suit. So to unlock this suit in particular, you actually need to buy the Requiem pack, which is a DLC pack, I should say, not back. Once you buy the DLC pack, you will unlock this ICA chrome pistol, as you can see in my hands. You will unlock this suit, and you will unlock the pale rubber duck, which is the twin brother of the red rubber duck. It's just white instead of the red. But this is what the suit looks like in game. It's a very nice looking suit. I don't tend to use it very much anymore because every time I seem to use this, I get incredible bad luck. Call me superstitious, but I'm just not a fan of using the suit anymore because I always get very bad luck during missions while wearing it. But it is a very nice looking suit, as you can see.
There's this armed guy running around.
Any description on possible suspect?
He must have been in his early 40s, around 6 feet. Looked very threatening. He was wearing a white suit and a red tie.
Security!
Next up is my least favourite suit in the game, which is the Santa 47 suit. You unlock it by completing all the challenges in the Holiday Hoarders mission, which is the bonus mission that you get from in Paris at Christmas time. And the reason why I don't like it is because it just makes 47 look so goofy. I understand the little details and the textures and stuff like that of the suit, but it has so many clipping issues. It just looks so out of place anywhere you go, and I just don't like the goofiness to it. I can't take it seriously at all. A lot of people keep telling me to wear it, you know, during missions and stuff, because they know I don't like it. But it has a lot of clipping issues. Like you can see the sleeve clipping into his chest there. Everything about it, I just don't like it, unfortunately. It might be something great and funny to you, or something you can really enjoy, but for me, it's not for me. So, like I said, if you want to unlock this suit, you need to complete all the challenges in the Holiday Hoarders mission. If you don't know how to do that, I'll leave a link in the description of the playlist of the Holiday Hoarders missions that I've completed, and you should be able to unlock this suit, no problem. So next up is the Terminus suit, which is a custom tailored suit with a French cuff shirt, battered and bloodstained following an escape from a burning hotel. And the first feature you'll notice is the band-aid on the back of 47's head there, from when he cut his barcode in Hitman Absolution, if you remember correctly. And when he was escaping a burning hotel, he didn't have the tie then. So I'm not sure why they included the tie this time, I don't know. But in Absolution, if I remember correctly, he didn't wear a tie during that scene, because he had to escape through like a library, or is it a bookstore or something like that, from all the police and stuff. So if you want to unlock this suit, what you need to do is just complete one elusive target with a silent assassin rating, and you will unlock this suit. So it's not that difficult. You've got 2 more elusive targets to go, so complete one elusive target with a silent assassin rating, and you will unlock this suit.
I would let you through if I could, sir, but not at this moment.
Next up is one of my favourites, and it's the Absolution suit with gloves, which is a custom tailored suit with black leather gloves, scarlet tie, and a tie pin that carrying the ICA logo with a French cuff shirt. And as you can see, the nice little feature there, the little tie clip, it's very nice, very detailed as well. And I love the colour of the tie itself. Now, the one thing I don't like about the suit though is the gloves. You can see the hole in them. It makes them look like driving gloves. I'm not a big fan of that. And at one point it did have a blood stain on the cuff itself, but I believe they removed that. I'm not sure, but when I look closely, I can't see that blood stain anymore. It was there, but from just looking at it like that closely, it's gone. It did have a blood stain in Absolution. It has a blood stain in the picture itself, but I believe they've removed it. So if you want to unlock this particular suit, all you need to do is complete 5 elusive targets, and you will unlock this suit. You don't have to get the silent assassin rating for it. You just need to complete all the objectives and exit the mission, and you will unlock this suit after 5 elusive targets. I understand there's only 2 more left, but if you've completed any elusive targets previously, obviously 3, you need 3 elusive targets previously, then you will unlock this suit after the next 2. So the next one is the Blood Money suit with gloves, which is a black 2-button suit with black leather gloves, with a pinstripe shirt and tie. It's got a nice silky tie, same as the Requiem suit, and it's the same shirt as well. However, it's not a buttoned version of the suit, but it does have a whole-handed gloves, which is a very nice feature to the suit itself. It's what separates it from the Absolution suit, in my opinion, is the gloves. And I can see why people would be drawn to this suit more than the Absolution suit. However, I prefer the Absolution suit over this one. But this is what it actually looks like in game. To unlock this suit, you need to complete 10 elusive targets. Again, it's a big ask this late into the game's life cycle, because we only have 2 elusive targets left. But if you've completed 8 previously, then you would unlock this suit within the next 2 elusive targets. So you don't have to get the Silent Assassin for that either. You just need to complete all the objectives and exit the mission, and you will unlock this suit after 10 elusive targets. And none of them have to be in a row either. You can complete them in any order.
Hey, you, red tie. Sorry, sir, I can't let you through here.
So the next up is the 47 signature suit with gloves, and it's a bespoke modern suit with black leather gloves, single colour burgundy tie with a white point collar shirt. So just like I said before, it's the same suit as the original signature suit. The only difference is it's got the blood money gloves to go with it now, the whole-handed gloves, and it looks quite nice in my opinion. So if you wanted the gloved version of the regular signature suit that's in all the trailers and stuff like that, and yeah, this is the suit for you. But to unlock this, you have to do an overall 13 elusive targets completed overall. So you don't have to do them all in order, but you just have to get 13 elusive targets. So obviously if you bought the disc version of the game, unfortunately you've lost the chance to get the suit, unfortunately. But I'm sure, like I said before, in Season 2, I'm sure elusive targets are going to be coming back. So you'll probably get a more chance to get the suit in future. So again, you just need to complete 13 elusive targets and you will unlock this suit. And the next one is, or the last one I should say, is the winter suit, and it's a tailored winter suit with a French cuff shirt and a muted burgundy tie with a bespoke woolen coat. This is what it actually looks like in game. It's very nicely done. It's a buttoned suit version of your signature suit, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure it's the same tie and the same shirt. It's just the buttoned version of it, and it's got a nice woolen coat to go with it. Now you unlock this by completing 5 elusive targets with a silent assassin rating. So you need a silent assassin rating on 5 elusive targets. You can be in any order. It doesn't have to be in a row. As long as you've got 5 elusive targets, all with a silent assassin rating, you would unlock this prestigious suit. Now, unfortunately, as good as it looks, it doesn't really go with many maps, apart from maybe Hokkaido or Paris. But apart from those couple of maps, it doesn't really blend in anywhere, and it kind of looks out of place for me. But it is one of the best looking suits in the game, and it's probably the most prestigious one because you need 5 elusive targets for it in Silent Assassin rating, apart from the signature suit, of course, which you need to complete 13 of them. But if you're on 3 Silent Assassins at the moment on elusive targets, you just need 2 more and you will unlock this suit, which you have more than enough time to get that. So that was all 14 suits that I can showcase there. That's all of 47 suits that you can wear during the missions. I didn't show the default ones because obviously I've got the gloved variations. I didn't want to show the same suit twice. So let me know in the comments what your favourite suit is. And that's going to do it for this entire series. So hopefully you've enjoyed the series. And drop a like if you did. And subscribe if you are new to the channel, of course, as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.